Hey guys, this is Yuren from Sunshine Technology. Today I'm going to talk about a new project we just finished developing, the wireless CT coil. As many of you guys already know what a CT, also an abbreviation for current transformer is, it is absolutely essential for the hybrid inverters. That only with the CT you're able to tell the inverter how much power the home load is currently running and at what wattage or which moment it needs to output the power in order to compensate those home loads. So now we know what it does. How do people use it? The traditional CT is usually physically clamped at the incoming hot wire of the grid, and quite often that place is very far-fetched from the installation of the inverter. So people go and fix this by extending the CT wire through the Cat5 cable. And it involves a lot of cutting, crimping, welding altogether, and it makes a big mess to your home decoration. As you can see in the picture, that it's going through people's rooftop, ceiling, and even goes out of the window, right? Honestly, it's just not pretty. And frankly, it adds to tons of work, extra work, to the already laborsome installation job. So to keep things simple, we present you with a better and more elegant solution, the wireless CT. So this video is going to be dedicated to give you a tutorial on how to assemble the wireless CT, as well as how to operate them. So let's get into it. Hey guys, so I've laid out everything that's going to be included for the wireless CT coil. Starting from here, this is the CT coil. In the older version, obviously this will be connected to the incoming hot wire, and this will be connected directly to the inverter. But in this case, I'll show you in a sec how it's going to be connected and wired with each other. This will be connected to the transmitter. And here is everything for transmitter. You have the antenna, it's scrolled to here, and then you have the power cord, which goes in this little port. This is the receiver, and for receiver, you can see the antenna is a little bit shorter, and it's not bented, or as this is bented. This is the main box for the receiver, and this is a CAN, which will be talking with the inverter. So you connect this end to the box and this end to the inverter. All right, I will show you how to connect them. Okay, now we enter the process of assembling. I normally would put it just into two different steps. First, obviously, is the transmitter assembling, and then the receiver assembling. Okay, so here's the antenna. You can see this one's a little bit longer than the receiver's antenna. You scroll that to here, right here. Okay. Give it a little twist until it cannot be screwed clockwise anymore. Okay, there you go. And then you connected the CT coils and to this port right here. You see a little bulged point here, and then a little bulge point on the end of the CT coil line. Match those two together. Okay, and it goes in. And then rotate this counterclockwise and give it a little nice twist until it's fixed. Make sure it's stable, right? Okay, and finally you connect the power cord, right, to here. Oops. Alright, there we go. And then you connect this to the power outlet, and that's done. Okay, now the receiver, right? Only 3 components. Antenna to the main box. Easy peasy. And then CAN. This end to here, and the other end to the inverter. Alright, let's now take it to the real field and put it onto the machine, see how it works. So we still use the CT clamp and clamp into the incoming hot wire. and then we connect the power cord to the outlet and the other end to the transmitter, and we use a little tweezer to hold on to the reset button for 2 seconds until you see the red light blinking. Okay, now it is blinking, means it's ready to be paired up. Now we pull out our phone. We go into the Wi-Fi setting and find a YSCT and whatever that serial number is coming after it. We got connected to the transmitter successfully, and it jumps into the setting page. And in the setting page, you want to choose your model, and in this case we choose the Wi-Fi, and then you set the master slave to be master, so transmitter is always master and the receiver is always the slave. Make sure the CT ID is the same between the transmitter and the receiver for the same inverter that you are pairing up with. And then you go ahead and enter your Wi-Fi router's username and the password. And then this page comes up, means it's saved successfully. Okay, and now the transmitter, you can see the blue lights starts flashing, means the setup is all done and finished for the transmitter. Okay, now we switch over to the inverter. First, we connect this to the number 3. Well, in the new silk screen, this will be labeled as remote CT. And connect the other end to the receiver and hold, like what we did for the transformer, hold it for 2 seconds. Use this little tool right here, and it starts blinking. You know, it's resetting. We have a magnet which is attached to the housing of the inverter. Okay, now we enter the Wi-Fi setting page, just like we did for the transmitter. Now it's for the receiver. We find the YSCT, whatever that serial number is for the receiver. We click on it, and then the Wi-Fi configuration page should jump out, and we select the Wi-Fi CT mode, of course, and this is a receiver, so we select the slave, and the CT ID is 3, the same as for the transmitter, and we enter the username and passcode for the router, obviously the same router, and now it shows us it's saved successfully. And then you can see now the receiver is flashing the same blue light as the transmitter, meaning it got paired up successfully. Wireless CT does come with 2 methods for connection. One is through Wi-Fi, which we just demonstrated, and another way is via Bluetooth mesh. So if your transmitter and receiver are located on different floors, meaning that your units and the CT clamps are on different floors or in between heavy walls, then we just strongly recommend you to use Wi-Fi connection as opposed to Bluetooth mesh, because it might have a bad connectivity. But if that's not the case, then Bluetooth mesh will still get the job done. It allows up to 20 meters. As for setting up, there's not much big of difference in between the two of them. The only difference is the function LED will light up as green as opposed to blue for the Wi-Fi. So whenever you want to switch in between modes, you just press down a reset button using a tweezer or whatever tools comes in handy for 2 seconds until you see the red light starts blinking, and then you're ready to do the reconfiguration, and you will work from there.